Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Coalossal. Coalossal being an absolutely phenomenal Pokemon, really high HP, really high defense, relatively good attack stats at base ACH, good special defense, and its speed is very low, meaning that it could potentially be a very good trick room user. In fact, not could be, it is a very good trick room user. Now, we've got 4 sets today, but before we get started, this is an update video because Coalossal has got access to some new moves from the Isle of Armor update. If you're interested in seeing what the video looked like before the Isle of Armor update with some varied sets that are slightly different, that might be more to your liking, not to your alley, more to your liking, there is a card up in the corner which you can go and check out. Whilst I'm also doing some plugging, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would really help me out. Okay, so jumping into Coalossal, we've got 4 sets today. We've got 3 generic and then 1 Dynamax / Gigantamax. It can be used as both, and I'll explain the variants when I get there. Now, the first set we have is more of a hazard setter set as well as a burning set. So, leftovers as our item, allowing for us to heal up every turn because you are going to take hits. We've got Flash Fire as the ability, giving you a fire type immunity, which can work very well for you. The other options for abilities you've got a Steam Engine, which will give you a +6 in your speed if you're hit by a fire or water type move, so that can work very effectively for you in some scenarios, not so much in this one, but in some. And Flame Body, allowing for a 30% chance when making contact that the Pokemon will be burned. As we've got 2 moves that are already burning, it doesn't really matter to have Flame Body, so I think Flash Fire is the best one we have here. Now, move-wise, I've gone for Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is really good at setting up hazards. It is especially good against Fire, Ice, Bug, and Flying type Pokemon, as they take 25% damage on coming on at minimum. I suppose at minimum. As well as that, we've got Spikes, which allows for you to be able to set up a few layers and up to 3 layers, that is. And at the 3rd layer, you take 25% damage on anything that is grounded. So anything that is not flying type or levitating, you will have the spikes take 25% damage on them, which can be very problematic for a lot of different Pokemon. And it limits the amount of switches that your opponent can use before having to get in a Defogger or a Rapid Spinner. And if you've got rid of their Defogger or Rapid Spinner early on in the game, you can get some very free hazards set up. The other 2 moves I've gone for are Scorching Sands and Scald. They are both powerful. They're not stab. Unfortunately, they're not stab, but I thought we'll go for both of those. They both have a 30% chance to burn the opposing Pokemon, which can work very effectively against physical Pokemon. So, for example, if you had an Azumarill, you could use Scorching Sands on it to burn it, but if you had something that was strong against the Scorching Sands, let's say a Flying type Pokemon which isn't going to take anything from the Scorching Sands, you could go for the Scald, which will burn that Pokemon, so it can work very effectively for you. EVs, I've gone for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Or you could run this as max HP and max defense with a bold nature, so more defense than less attack. Or you can even run it as max special defense if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you what you decide to go for here. Moving on to the second set, we have a Meteor Beam set. So Coalossal gets another new move, Meteor Beam, 120 base power. It, on the first turn, raises the special attack by 1, and on the second turn, it hits the attack, which is obviously the base 120. But as it's a rock type move, we have a base 180 power because of the stab, and we also have the Power Herb on here, allowing for you to activate that Meteor Beam the first turn you use it. So essentially, you get a +1 special attack and a really strong attack hitting the opposing Pokemon on the same turn. Now, once you've got that +1, you've then got choices of using Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Scald, just as a variety of different moves to hit different Pokemon. Obviously, Flamethrower is one of your stab moves, and Earth Power will hit a variety of different Pokemon. Scald hits things like ground types, which you are 4 times weak to. You have also got Steam Engine here, so if you can predict that you're going to get hit by a fire type attack, which obviously you will take 0.25 damage from, you will then have the Steam Engine activate and give you a +6 in your speed, which will basically be ×4 in your speed, taking you close to 400 speed. Now, if you did speed investment on this, you could definitely outspeed basically any Pokemon in the game, but it's a bit risky to run, but it's something you can go for. Now EVs, as I was just talking about, you can go max special attack and max speed. I would still again recommend going for the modest nature, allowing for you to have that little bit more special attack as a a +6 on your speed. Having the timid nature means that you'll probably have a bit too much excess speed, which you won't necessarily need. Other opportunities you've got are max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack. You could always go for like Flash Fire or Flame Body on here if you don't want to go for the Steam Engine, and then maybe even a Trick Room scenario. That could work quite well for you. Sorry, I've already spoken about EVs, so let's move on to the next one. So this one is an Air Balloon Coalossal. Now Air Balloon basically gives you a free turn without getting hit. You can switch in on a ground type move and not get hit at all, and essentially because you're 4 times weak to ground type moves, that can really mitigate one of your main weaknesses. On here we've also got Flame Body, which allows for you to burn Pokemon when they either make contact to you or you make contact to them, 30% chance on that. And then we've got move-wise Body Press, powerful fighting type attack. It goes on the defense rather than the attack. Now obviously your defense is very, very high, allowing for you to be able to do damage to different things. We've got Body Slam. Now this allows you to paralyze different Pokemon. The paralysis can allow for them to half their speed, potentially meaning you might outspeed them if they're very slow, or it allows for the rest of your team to be supported by that. You've also got Will-O-Wisp, which can burn particularly physical Pokemon. Now obviously it's a way up of whether you want to paralyze or burn them, but that's your decision, and you can make that decision on what you want to do. And finally I've gone for Rapid Spin. That allows you to get rid of any hazards, because hazards can be an absolute pain in the butt. Now EVs, there are a couple of ways of running this. You can run this as max HP and max special defense. You can run this as max HP and max defense to allow for that body slam to do as much as possible. And if that's the scenario, I'd recommend going for a impish nature, so more defense, less special attack. If you go for the max special defense, go for a careful nature, so more special defense, less special attack. You can always run a little bit in attack there as well. Moving on to the final set. Now, as I said, this can be a Dynamax and a Gigantamax set, and I'll explain that when we get down there to the Stone Edge, and that's where the variance is. So the held item, I've put a choice band on here. If you don't know, when you're Dynamax, the choice band is not activated, meaning you can use whatever move you want, but when you're back to normal, you are stuck with that choice band, based on what move you want to go for. Other options you've got are Life Orb, any kind of berry. You've got Weakness Policy, could work quite well. Weakness Policy and Steam Engine could work really well. I'll talk about a scenario on that in a little bit. You've got Red Card, could be an option as well, getting rid of the opposing Pokemon. And then there's probably a load more different items that I haven't even thought of. Move-wise, we've got Body Press, which will turn to Max Knuckle when you're Dynamax, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage, allowing the Iron Head, Earthquake, and Stone Edge to do more damage. Iron Head increases up the defense stat through Max Steel Spike, and that will allow for the Body Press to do more damage when you're out of Dynamax. So those can work in really good conjunction with each other. I can't talk today. Really good conjunction with each other. You've got Earthquake to raise up your special defense, and finally Stone Edge. Now, if you're going for Dynamax, you can go for Stone Edge, which will set up the Sandstorm, and Sandstorm can work very well if you've got like a Sand Rush user in the back, or for example, if you need to get some chip damage, maybe break down some Focus Sash users, for example, or just get a chip in the turn. That could work very well. Or if you're going for the Gigantamax version, you can get residual damage from Gmax Volcaic every turn, essentially, on all the Pokemon on the field. So it's up to you what you decide to go for there. You can go for whichever you want to do. Now, going back to my Steam Engine weakness policy idea, so if this is more of a doubles idea, you could go for Steam Engine, which obviously, if you're hit by a water type attack, you will go to +6 on your speed. If you're going for like a speed investment on here, that could work very nicely for you. And then weakness policy, let's say that your partner goes for Aqua Jet on you, which is a base 40 move. That will hit you, super effective damage. When you're Dynamax, it shouldn't do as much as the other one. As much as a like really strong water type move would do, allowing for you to be able to activate your Steam Engine as well as your weakness policy in one turn, meaning that you should be able to do a lot of damage to some different Pokemon. Eevee's gone for, on this one, so not the Steam Engine one, but that would be like max attack and max speed, or max special attack and max speed, depending on what you go for. But this one, it would be max HP and max attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Anyways, that is all for Coalossal. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here. So have a good one, and I'll see you soon.